Hello, my friends. Welcome to my new... You thought I was going to sit on the chair, didn't you? Welcome to my new series. It's called Dashcam with a Coke. Oh, I've made you want to drink now, haven't I? I've always wanted to make a really cool dashcam video, and today I got the opportunity to do so. This was literally me on the way to the shops because I thought, yes, today's a hot day. I can't make videos today. But this man made me make a video. First things first, we're going to go through the clip. Here it is. It's the Mini. Very clearly, we're on our way to do some shopperinos. Now, this man was a man on the side. You'll see him creep up in a second. There's a biker here. Now, just to be clear, you can clearly see there is a biker man here. So I give more distance to bikers generally because they're more vulnerable. I've done my bike tests recently. I've been riding a bike a lot recently. So I kind of have it in my mind. As soon as I see a biker, distance. And it happens in cars as well. I'm much more better about that. So back to the clip. I'm speeding up just a little bit. Cyclist man gone. I am a little bit close to this Volkswagen. But let's be real. In terms of how people distance on cars nowadays, this ain't too shabby at all. So any moment now, you'll see this. Oh, you saw him pop in just here. This is the man in question. Now, he was in some kind of rush. I don't know if he was late to something, but clearly not stupidly late. But here I was mentioning a couple of things about how this man cut in front of a orange Volvo. And I wish I had a rear view camera. I'm going to start doing this on all my cars now. This is a significant moment to start going, you know what? Rear view camera. I used to have one. I had an internal camera as well, but then I don't know why. It's a bit bulky, I think was the issue. This van in the distance pulls out. You see me mention he just did it again. So he cut that Volvo off again. So the van finally moves out of the way, so everything starts to speed up. I decide, you know what, this man's being a bit dangerous. I'm gonna annoy him just a little bit. So I do slow down to about the truck speed, which he was going about 55 to 60, to be honest with you. And then I'm off again. So, you know, just a simple little, like, come on, mate. Be a bit more sensible. So we go the speed limit down the road, and we are getting ready to come off on my exit. And that's that, right? You'd think, oh, okay, you know, it was just a guy being a bit of a baboon, and I took it to my hands, and I thought, you know what? I'm a stand up for this Volvo because this Volvo did nothing wrong. I saw the whole thing, and there was a biker near this the whole time. So anyway, about to take my exit. Here he is. I will hit you. I will hit you. Flexing my aggressive stance. I wouldn't. I love this car so much. But carrying on. I was trying to get on my exit, and this man obviously was trying to brake check me on the exit. There goes the biker. And so I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna I'm gonna pass him. Go rally mode in the Mini, and I press the button to save it, and I think, okay, that's gotta be it, right? That's gotta be it. I'm hoping that he's gonna pull up at the side of me, but no, he pulls up in front of me. I am finding this whole thing very funny, obviously. So he pulls up, and first we get a look at our main character. This is good. I'm going to name him Nipply Steve. Now, Nipply Steve, I did figure this out. I worked this out. I worked out. I Googled. I did some hackamagees. His car is 5'6". So this man is 5'6". Now, just to give you a comparison, if I stand up, you can't really tell, but I am 6'3", and I am no skinny man mature. So here we go. You cut me off. Hey! There's no key, you fucking moron. The idea, I'm going to dissect this whole thing in a moment. Don't you worry, but a lot just happened. But unfortunately, again, no in-view camera. The BMW next to me, I actually, so the BMW next to me, I looked at him when he pulled in front, and I looked at him and I was like, what on earth is this man doing? And he was like, so nah, still decided to bugger off, didn't you? Now you didn't hang around, help a brother out. Anyway, also I want to obviously I'm trying to get him to go out of the way because it's green. It's very clear to me that he's trying to like block me so that it goes red. And he eventually just gives up. There is a learner here, so I was just thinking in my head, like, what would the instructor be thinking this time? Even if there's no learner in the car, the instructor thinking, like, you know when you're learning to drive and you see something happen and they're just like, Oh, what's going on here? Focus on your driving. He's still trying to block me behind the light. He realizes that I'm already past now, so it's not going to make a difference. I'm still going to go. And that's the end of the story. I press it again just for measure. And yeah, that's the end of it. Is it? I think it is. I said it considering that he did grab me. Wow. What an adventure. I'm going to dissect this now and go through and explain a little bit more detail exactly the whole thing. So as I said here, I've got quite a big distance. This is like, I think this is a distance that everyone should have for most vehicles. And this is what I tend to do for a distance, considering that I don't want to hit someone. I'm trying to be safe. After learning to ride a motorbike, especially, I double down on my thoughts of distance. So I'm accelerating here because this man's trying to undertake me. Now, that is a little bit silly thing to do. I wouldn't recommend undertaking anyone at all, but I also wouldn't recommend trying to block them. But in reality, I could have just slowed down, to be completely honest with you. But I felt my own stance here, so I'm not going slow. This gap is not increasing. This gap, if anything, has shrank since the biker has moved, because I'm not as worried now, considering a car is protecting its driver. I am not a slow driver, okay? So this is not a greatly safe distance on the camera. You can clearly see that, but if you count the lines, the distance isn't the recommended distance. But I was still aware that there was a biker here. He pops in. He was dead. He really wanted to undertake me, get ahead of me, cut me off. So he cut a Volvo off behind me. I don't know what was going on. He cut a Volvo off on 2 occasions, a bright orange Volvo. So at this point, like, is he angry at me or is he angry at the Volvo? He might be angry at both. I can't quite figure out in his tiny pea brain what is going on. Anyway, once again, he cuts the Volvo off. And I really don't understand. You can see the traffic is slowing down, so I'm slowing down again. This is a safe distance from a vehicle. Dash cam is also very wide. It's like a GoPro. It's very, like, this is a safe distance. This is what you should be doing distance-wise when you drive on the road. It's common sense. It's courtesy. Once again, a van cuts ahead, so I slow down even more. This man is angry at me, flashing me. And I can't understand why this man is angry at me for the whole traffic slowing down. So what I decide to do is slow down a little bit. I'll slow down a little bit just to annoy him, just a little wee tiny bit, and not for very long, because I then speed back up again to keep going. Now, the right lane is now clear, which means I'm going to go as quickly as I can go. I'm going to go the speed limit, but my turn is coming up. Wait a good while, because behind there was a car there. Make sure you get enough space. Like, I'm teaching you to drive here. You make sure there's enough space. That's what you do. So I'm thinking, okay, that's going to be it. That's the end of it. No, this man is not happy. He's got a nice bird poo down the side. I will hit you. So I said this again. I wouldn't. I'm doing mods to the Mini, so I definitely wouldn't. I was just, you know, flexing off. I was like, come on, I will. And I do a few revs to try and scare him off on the way. And you think again, okay, that's got to be it, right? I want my exit. But he follows me on the exit. And very clearly, he doesn't want this exit, because later on, he does go off. He goes straight off again. So I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. He tries to push me off the road, so I go around him. I don't have time for you. Now, you'll notice throughout this whole thing, I am laughing. And there's a very particular reason as to why I laugh. Like, when someone that I feel is trying to belittle me or make me feel small or like bully me or something, it's something I developed when I was growing up. I laugh. The reason I laugh is because it makes them feel like they're not achieving what they want to achieve. So that's why I do it. I think it was brakes that she could smell, but obviously I think that would be a bit more obvious. We did think it was said after he pulled up here, but unfortunately you can't hear, but his tires do chirp as he comes to a stop here. And I know, don't worry, I did check. Unfortunately, he does have an MOT, so we can't get him in trouble for that. Though he somehow did 20 miles between his last MOT failing and his newest one passing. Some food for thought there. Maybe his garage is far away, right? Anyway, this man I don't know what kind of maneuver he's doing. I think he needs to replace his brakes, quite frankly. Or he's just a bit of a baboon. So again, the reverse is to try and block me in. It's a red light. I'm not going anywhere. I did hope that there were cameras on these traffic lights because that would be great, but that's not a thing that we really do in the United Kingdom unless it's like in the town. Now, again, this man, as I said, the car is 5'6", so he is just a bit less than that. And I don't think he realizes how I am in a car. So here's an image for your head. I am a big man. I mean, tall, as in, I am no longer a skinny man with cheese, okay? So when you pull up to me, or when you see me, especially in a Mini Cooper, or any car you've probably seen in my videos, I am usually sat like this. So obviously he doesn't realize, and you cut me off. I say he cut me off. It's very obvious that he came to have a fight with me. I'm in the car very clearly. You can hear the voice as soon as he comes round to it. The window was already down, so I didn't initiate anything. So this man was very clearly looking to have a bit of a fight. So he did grab my arm. He didn't do anything else. Like, if he had punched me, quite frankly, I would have punched him back, right? To be honest, like, that was the thing. But he'd grabbed me, like, one thing I can do is I could think quite sensibly in situations like this. If I punched him back and knocked him out, if I had retaliated in an aggressive manner, I don't know, would that be passable? Because I mean, he just grabbed me, to be honest. He didn't really, like, he grabbed my arm. He didn't punch me, you know? So that failed. And I did intend to get out and have a few stern words with him because I realized he was quite a short man. And again, that's not an issue. You could be short, but when you come over like that old macho and stuff, you have to realize that not everybody's going to be the same height. So this man then goes, okay, what else can I do? What can I do in this situation to try and ruin this man's day that has ruined my day by making me go 10 miles an hour under the speed limit for all but 2 bloody seconds? How dare he? Of course, in that situation, should I have done that? No, that was a little bit silly, but to be honest with you, him cutting me off, trying to pull me to a stop, causes a bit more of an accident at the beginning of a slip road, would cause more of an accident than me being a bit slow next to a truck, which I did slowly creep past the truck. I was just, you know, maybe I was being a sensible driver. In that situation, I thought, yes, that's not the speed I should be going. I should not be going 70 miles an hour. So, anyway, what he tries to do instead, you'll notice, the wipers just went. Now, the Mini has automatic wipers, and I keep them in automatic. I think most modern cars now have automatic wipers. This man tried to grab for the key. This man tried to grab for my car key. Now, just so you know, the Mini and any modern vehicle generally nowadays is keyless. And so this man, what they generally do, they grab the keys and then, I've seen it on dash cam channels, they throw them into like a bush. They were going to try and throw them into the bushes just on the side there. It would have taken me a while to try and find the key. But of course, it's an auto. Even if he grabbed the key, I would have been able to drive up the curb. And it would just inconvenience other people. So he was really he just hates the world. Quite frankly, he just hates the damn world. So he tried to grab my key and jet washed the window so the wipers came off. I couldn't believe it. And I showed my intent to get out of the vehicle and he just was not having it. He was just... I don't know what he muttered. I wish I did know what he muttered, but he got back in. Now, unfortunately, I feel bad because he had his son in the vehicle. And I feel bad for his son. He's like, now my friend, like, okay, if you know his son, okay, please don't bully him. He did nothing the whole time. He was just sat on his phone, I think, on his Game Boy, whatever the kids play nowadays. That was the BMW. I was like, mate, what is this man doing? He reverses into me, and I give him a couple of toots to let him know that I'm there. If you didn't know, in the highway code, if you beep your horn or flash your lights, that's to let people know that you're there. But very clearly, this man had no idea that I was here, so I wanted to give him a few toots to get him on his way, just so he knows I was there. Didn't want him to reverse into me, cause a bit of a stir, got a bit of an accident. I don't want no accidents, do I? I want to be on my way. I want to do me shopping. I'm also buying me shopping. Is that a problem? And of course, as I said, this man then goes off onto the slip road, back onto the exact road that he just came off to cause all this kerfuffle. So, and moral of the story is, my friends, don't be this man. I can't believe this happened. This is the best dashcam clip I've ever got, and that's why I'm making a whole dedicated video for it. Never in my life would I ever thought, you know what, I'm going to make a 20-minute video talking about a dashcam clip, but this man has caused me... he's made my day, to be honest with you. I was not going to film today. I had a video in the bank. I was going to upload it. I was going to be ready. It was a hot day. I'm sweating in my office. It's probably 40 degrees and it's not that hot. It's close to 35 degrees in my office. I was ready to just be chillaxing and thumbnailing, and that's it. But this man, wow. So yeah, that's my dashcam clip for you. I do have some others, but again, they're all quite small. I'm now tempted to go through all my dashcam clips and do a live stream on Twitch. So if you want to see that, smash the like button, and we might be able to make a video out of them as well, because we do have dashcams in most of the vehicles. I think the Supra is the only one, but I resonate with one thing. So the older community manager for Need for Speed has now moved on to be a dev on Battlefront. He actually told me that I should report this to the police, and I feel like I should. So one thing to even consider is, even if this man didn't grab my arms, he came up to my window, and clearly none of us had masks on. There's a pandemic going on. Now, I know in the UK it's not that big a deal anymore. I'm gonna tell you, it's not that big a deal anymore. It's like 600 cases a day, which is still a bit too many, but we're nowhere near like America. But either way, there's still supposed to be distancing between us, especially a strange man that I've never like. Listen to me. This man's crazy. I want to know your opinions. I want to know your thoughts. If you see that reg plate, just let him be a bell end, to be honest with you. All right, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and hopefully you enjoyed that different video. Until next time, peace.